Oh my God. We have not had this much action in a while. And I needed it. Hello, my friend. Thank you for watching. You've got impeccable taste. It is Perez, the queen of all media, the original influencer, and your #1 source for everything. It ends with us saga. Make sure you watch my previous videos from today to be fully caught up, but this, I think every video is important. This one especially so, because the goddess of garbage has just told us what her strategy is going to be at trial. It's not good. What do you do when you don't have evidence? This. Ooh, a Hail Mary pass. And it centers around Melissa Nathan, Justin Baldoni's crisis communications expert. And once again, Penn Badgley's ex-girlfriend has shown to the world her scheming, conniving ways with Stephanie Jones, Justin Baldoni's former publicist and the woman who really started this all. Were it not for Stephanie Jones sharing with the Boone Hall Bridezilla all of Jen Abel's text messages that she, according to them, improperly took possession of, perhaps none of this would have happened. As my fellow saga aficionados know, Jen Abel used to work for Stephanie Jones at JonesWorks when the saga first erupted back in August of 2024. She had told Stephanie Jones she was going to quit. Stephanie Jones decided to fire her 2 days before her planned departure and took her laptop, took her cell phone, and the rest is history. Stephanie Jones was also the first to file suit. That also is against several John Does over these websites that allegedly defamed her. But is it defamation if it's true? Just asking. As part of the discovery process in that lawsuit, Stephanie Jones has been duking it out with many third parties, including Melissa Nathan's employee, Catherine Case. Obviously, I expected Melissa Nathan to be called to the witness stand, but Karen Khaleesi has just told us also her intention of interrogating Catherine Case on the witness stand. And Lil Mikey Gottlieb has a lot more to share with us. And trigger warning, there are some redactions in this letter. Dear Judge Lyman, he writes, Plaintiff Blake Lively respectfully writes this court in support of the motion of Stephanie Jones and JonesWorks LLC, seeking that this court compel third-party Catherine Case to produce relevant, non-privileged materials in response to the Rule 45 subpoenas duces tecum served on her. The documents sought by the Jones parties should have been produced to Miss Lively months ago, in accordance with this court's order. Instead, Miss Lively only learned of their existence when Miss Case confirmed that she possessed and agreed to produce certain documents in response to the Jones party's supplemental subpoena. Lively respectfully submits that the documents the Jones parties seek are highly relevant to the above captioned matter, as they will meaningfully assist the jury in assessing the credibility and truthfulness of key witnesses at Miss Lively's fast approaching trial against the Wayfarer defendants, specifically Case and Nathan, the crisis PR experts. On June 24th, 2025, the court issued an order compelling the production of documents responsive to requests 1, 5, 6, and 7 of the subpoena directed to Ms. Case. That order required Ms. Case to produce all documents and communications concerning the digital campaign, which was defined as efforts of the Wayfarer defendants, including TAG, Miss Nathan, Mr. Wallace, and Street Relations, to communicate information regarding the actions on any social media, news outlet, or other internet platform, and 2, the actions. The actions was defined to collectively refer to cases including Jones versus Jennifer Abel. The complaint filed in the Jones action is replete with factual allegations and claims related to the creation of a derogatory, I put that in quotation marks, website relating to Miss Jones, as well as the placement of the Business Insider article, "Who's Afraid of Stephanie Jones?" Her employees? Question mark. A lot of people. How nice of Lil Mikey reminding us, bringing claims against unknown individuals who created and published the defamatory website StephanieJonesLeaks.com and StephanieJonesLies.com, as well as more than a dozen fake social media accounts and dark web accounts that defamed Jones and Jones Works. And then, also in parentheses, claiming the Business Insider article was highly critical of Jones, including by referencing and amplifying the anonymous disparaging website, which had been recently posted online by the John Doe defendants. And finally, asserting on information and belief that the John Doe defendants were acting in concert with Abel and Nathan when publishing 2 false and defamatory websites about the Jones parties. Miss Case's recent apparent agreement to compile and produce documents to the Jones parties regarding or relating to any websites or social media posts concerning or relating to Stephanie Jones and or relating in any way to what ultimately became the Business Insider article now confirms that there are documents responsive to Miss Lively's document requests that were improperly withheld. And to the extent those documents were sent to or from or copied Melissa Nathan or Jed Wallace, those documents would not only be responsive, but potentially further evidence of spoliation by Miss Nathan and or Mr. Wallace. Translation, they purposefully interfered with preserving evidence or destroying evidence. Miss Case has consented to produce these documents subject to this court's resolution of the Wayfarer party's belated and waived objections, and good cause exists to compel the production over the Wayfarer party's objections. Footnote: in their opposition, the Wayfarer parties state that Miss Nathan has a proprietary interest in at least some of the documents which involve her clients, but indicating she does not have an interest in all of the documents, eliminating Miss Nathan's basis to preclude production of such documents. Miss Case, who has worked intimately with Miss Nathan over the years and as her employee at TAG, admitted during her deposition that in collaboration with Melissa Nathan, She had personal involvement in providing written content for the Stephanie Jones Leaks website, a related X account, and similar websites. It's getting real spicy up in here. By contrast, redacted, but redacted, and a lot of redacted text. The testimony of Miss Nathan and Miss Case on this subject, all of which was under oath, cannot be reconciled. Pause. This implies that Catherine Case said one thing while being deposed, and Melissa Nathan said something contradictory while being deposed, meaning one of them is lying. If we are to believe the imagined victim, because you know what I call her, the mistress of misrepresentation. Until I read with my very own pretty blue eyes what Melissa Nathan said herself, the court transcript, and then what Catherine Case said, I'm not going to believe what this one is trying to sell us. This is why it's important for me to read everything. This is a critical piece of everything. Quote, given that Miss Lively expects to call both Miss Nathan and Miss Case at trial, any remaining unproduced documents that bear on these facts is essential to allowing a jury to assess each witness's credibility. Parentheses, the same goes for Mr. Wallace as to his sworn deposition testimony. Alluding to the fact that they think Jed Wallace lied also? Further, the Wayfarer defendant's case will rest heavily on Melissa Nathan's redacted. I'm inferring that there is some quote here from Melissa Nathan's deposition, and then comparing that with something else, because a lot of it is redacted. Take a look at this. Further, the Wayfarer defendant's defense case will rest heavily on Melissa Nathan's redacted. Compare Exhibit C at Nathan with Exhibit D. Oh, so it's, yeah, like I said, something that she said versus something that someone else said. Redacted. If Melissa Nathan's redacted are revealed to be false or misleading, which Miss Case's documents may well establish, then her nearly identical denials regarding digital activities relating to the retaliation campaign would be largely, if not wholly, discredited. Like I said, this is what you do when you have no evidence. Given that the additional discovery will reveal the basis or lack of basis for Miss Nathan's and Miss Case's testimony bearing on Miss Lively's central claim of retaliation. Oh, the retaliation is now the central claim, not the fake SH. Given that the additional discovery will reveal the basis or lack of basis for Miss Nathan's and Miss Case's testimony bearing on Miss Lively's central claim of retaliation, alongside the issues in the related case, it is clear that any information that would be discovered through the additional discovery is truly necessary to the prosecution of the claims. Accordingly, Miss Lively respectfully submits that the discovery sought by the Jones parties, which should have been produced to Miss Lively months ago, will have a substantial bearing on the above-captioned matter, assuming this court permits the consented to discovery as to this discrete issue. Respectfully submitted, Itty Bitty Mikey J. Gottlieb. And you know, this judge, anything is possible. I have no idea how he's going to rule on this. What do you think? What I do know is you need to get a cameo from me. It is a necessity. It is imperative for the holidays, for anybody's birthday, whatever the occasion. Get a personalized video greeting from me right now on the Cameo website at cameo.com/myname. P to the E to the R to the E to the Z to the H to the I to the L to the T to the O to the N. I've got thousands of glowing reviews, and it's a wonderful way to support me. Also, if you can't do that, but want to support in a way that's free, read my website. Check it out every day throughout the day to stay informed and entertained. It's myname.com. Perez, me, Hilton.com. Also, you really need some of my Grab Your Friends, Wear Your Florals merch. Team Truth, Free Perez, Greater Than My Haters, Come Correct, Keep It Cute, and more. Check out all of my official merch right now at buypopstuff.com. That's buypopstuff.com. I know you like my podcast. Sign up for our Patreon to chat with me and my co-host every day on the message board. And more importantly than that, our Patreon supporters get an exclusive podcast a week. Become a member right now at patreon.com/myname. P to the E to the R to the E to the Z to the H to the I to the L to the T to the O to the N. If you watched until the end, you are a superstar. You're a superstar. You shine so bright. You are a VIP member of my fam. Thank you. Hit the like button, share this video, and in the comments section down below, say case. C-A-S-E, case. Thoughts on her approach for trial? Thoughts on what a big deal this is? Predictions on how the judge will rule? Thoughts on everything? Let's discuss it in the comments and also drop case down there. I will see you. Thank you. Let's chat.